live on millions.co and also on YouTube. My guest at this time, I was just telling them how thrilled I am because I don't get too many of these guys like this. So this is quite a treat. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Mr. Wahab Waqas. What's happening, bro?
Not much. He's getting ready for next week.
So tell me in detail about your fight next week.
So next week I have a fight in Ottawa. It's the Diamond Capital Promotions Ottawa Fight Fest. So we have boxing in the morning, Muay Thai at night.
Okay. Oh, nice. So where can I watch it?
Yes, you can. You can watch it on Millions.
Okay. That's what we need to know specifically. Where can guys like me watch it?
Yeah, you can watch it on Millions. I think it's $20 pay-per-view.
Okay, cool. That'll work, man. So where are you from exactly?
I grew up in England and now I live in Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Yeah.
And that's where the tournament and that's where the fight is?
Yes, that's where the fight is.
Okay, cool. So that's cool. How long have you lived in Ottawa?
I've lived there for 5 years now.
Oh, forgive my ignorance. Where is Ottawa?
It's in Canada.
How do I not know this? It's like, I mean, I've interviewed a ton of Canadians.
Yeah.
And I should know this, but I just I've never stepped foot in Canada. I'm hoping that one day this will allow me the opportunity to travel to places like Canada and do things that way I can see Canada and work at the same time with combat sports. So you were telling me off camera that you feel like boxing is probably the best sport. Would you not say?
Yeah.
And are you a pro or an amateur?
I'm an amateur boxer right now.
How long you been boxing?
So on and off, I started right before COVID.
Okay, good. So you've been doing this for a little bit.
No, yeah.
Do you plan on going pro?
Yeah, that's the goal. I want to go to the Olympics one day and then go pro after that.
I look forward to seeing that. I want to be able to say, I interviewed him. I want to be able to I said, I interviewed him one time. That's awesome. Olympic boxing is extremely underrated until the actual Olympics goes around, which you've got. Do you think you could be able to compete it in 3 years?
100%. I think I can, yeah.
You can't do it as a pro, though. You got to be an amateur, right?
Yes.
So you got to hold off a little bit longer from being a pro for about 3 more years.
I have a lot left to learn in the amateurs before I go pro.
That's cool. Hey, time is on your side in that aspect. I mean, if that's your goal is to compete in the Olympics, are you going to compete in the Canadian Olympics or the
Canadian?
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you were going to compete in the English or Canadian, so that's good. So represent Canada. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
I hope it works out for you. I want to be that guy that writes you and says, "Hey, man, don't forget about me, man. I love you, man." But I get it, man. That's great. I mean, I think you're like the second person out of all the people I've ever interviewed that had Olympic aspirations.
I feel like the Olympics is a great place to show your skills and put your name out there before you go pro.
Good point. I worry about the day where certain sports in combat will be in it that probably doesn't need to be in it. It's like breakdance in the Olympics last year. I was like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, there was no need.
No, breakdance in the Olympics, that's a street sport. All of a sudden that's not even a sport. I mean, it's a type of dance. But if you want to compete, I suppose, hey, more power to you, but this ain't exactly ballet or
The right place.
I guess they see it like ballet or what's the other one? Gymnastics or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, I'm good. So how many fights have you had?
So I've had 15 fights.
What's your record?
11-4.
That's good. And what is your weight class?
I fight at middleweight.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to I forget boxing measurements as far as weight class. Y'all measure in kilos, don't you?
Yeah, 75 kilo.
Okay, so that would be around 160, no,
65 pounds.
Yeah, 165 pounds. That sounds about right. Okay. I remember I was interviewing I was interviewing somebody from Ireland one time, and he said, "I weigh 13 stone."
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I was like, "How do you measure in stones?" It's like I took a big rock and then I put it on the scale. Okay, so if I put 13 of these on here, that's how much I weigh. So the measurements, like we do pounds here, you know. I need to worry about kilograms, but you know, it's so hard to measure it. I don't know how to measure kilograms. So. But we'll see.
Yeah, I fight at
So
165 pounds.
say that again.
I fight at 165 pounds.
Okay, cool. So do you have a full time job?
I work as a PT,
A PT?
a personal trainer, yeah, and a boxing coach.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's awesome. I mean, I don't see too many guys. And you're relatively young too to be a physical trainer. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're really young to be doing that, man. I figure you guys your age would still be like getting their body in shape, but you're helping others get their body in shape. So
Yes, sir.
so that's good. I can't nothing but respect. Do you have a lady friend in your life?
Yeah, I do have a girlfriend.
Yeah, I figured if you're a personal trainer, you'd be like macking on the ladies in the gym or something like that. You met her at the gym, don't lie.
Yeah, she's the best though. She's supportive in everything I do.
Oh, fantastic! I love that. But that's great. No, I mean because you know that's the hardest part when you have a significant other. You have to wonder: are they going to support you when you're doing combat sports, and particularly the ones where fists are involved?
Yeah, no, she supports everything. There for me after I lose. There for me if I win.
Right. Oh, fantastic! Well, shout out to your girlfriend. Hey, you know.
Natalia's the best.
Oh man, that's all right. That's what I'm talking about. How long you guys been together?
It's not. It hasn't been that long. It's only been 9 months.
That's a long time in this decade.
Yeah.
That's a long time in this decade, man. I'm telling you. But you met her at the gym, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you were just watching her work out, and I was like, hold on. That's right. Anyway,
Something like that.
there you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, look, if it works for you, it works for you. But so let me ask you something. Do you feel like that your cardio is your number one training, or the actual boxing part the one training?
It's two different sides of the same coin.
Uh-huh.
I find the cardio and like strength training way harder to do than the actual boxing because I find the boxing part fun. Like I don't enjoy running, I don't enjoy lifting weights, but I know I have to do it to like keep up with the competition and even surpass people.
One thing about it, I have been watching sports and particularly combat sports for, I've been watching, combat sports since like 1999. I've been watching it a long time. I was younger than you at the time when I started watching it. And I have seen a bunch of fighters who have not been better than their opponent physically or skill wise, but for some reason they pull off victories because their cardio is better and their conditioning is better.
Yeah.
Like
If
I've
the
seen
guy's tired, there's nothing you can't throw a punch if you're tired.
right. Do you ever watch mixed martial arts?
I do watch MMA sometimes, yes.
Okay, cool. The reason why I was asking is because I watched this guy named Sean Shirk. Let's see, he fought like 18 years ago. So you would have been,
I was too young.
Yeah, you were too young. He fought about 18 years ago. And he was not that skilled or technical. He was a good wrestler and he had decent boxing, but there were guys that were better than him physically and skillful wise, but he just out cardioed them.
Yeah.
If that's even a word, out cardio.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's a word or not, but we'll go with that. So, I always ask fighters about their conditioning and stuff like that because it's, I interviewed a guy a couple days ago, man. He's about 5 foot. He's about 5'8", 5'9", 225 pounds, a little bit heavy for that size. And when he showed me a video of his cardio, I'm like, dude, I guess it doesn't matter how heavy you are as long as you're able to keep up with your conditioning.
Yeah.
So
like, honestly, I used to be heavier too. I used to be almost 300 pounds as a kid, and I have asthma as well. But like I have been able to come over that through boxing.
Yep. I'm a little old to compete, but I need to get back into some form of like competition training or some sort of competition.
100%. I recommend it for everyone. It's good for everyone. A little bit of competition is always needed, in my opinion.
I know it. I don't know if it should be boxing though. Maybe working out in boxing, but I don't need to be sparring.
Nah, man, throw the gloves on.
Oh man, I can't. I don't want to take no brain damage.
Move your head. Keep your hands up.
Good point. I just interviewed a power slapper the other night. Do you ever watch that power slap?
No, but I've seen it on Instagram.
I just interviewed the welterweight champion a couple days ago on here, and it's insane. Just the fact that he has to put his hands behind his back and let somebody slap him.
Smack him straight across the face. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And his face was his match he just had was 2 weeks ago tomorrow, and his face is still a little bit jacked up from his fight, even though he won. So I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to do that. So, do you think, like, I know you said you're confident about doing the Olympics. Do you think the Olympics will also make it easier to get your pro card?
When it comes to going pro, anyone can go pro. You could go pro tomorrow. You just need to pay the fee, but it will help with getting my name out there and having a better pro career.
Let me ask you something. Let's say let's not say hypothetically. Let's speak it into existence. You win the gold medal in boxing in the Olympics.
Inshallah, yeah.
Would you want to compete again?
No.
Okay, so you got that mindset that, hey, it's either this or go pro.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's the way to go. Okay, because you got a good career ahead of you. You'll be 24, 25 years old when the next Olympics comes around.
24. I'll be 24.
Yeah, see, and you'll still be extremely young. And and to go pro at 24 years old, you could probably do some things. And I can't wait to watch your career. I really can. I want to see what you do. I want you to keep in touch with me when this is over, and see how it goes. I mean, I want to be able to say in 3 years that even as an American, I have somebody in Canada I'm pulling for in the boxing. So
that's what's up.
I'll be pulling against, unless I just happen to interview your opponent, I'll be like, hey, I'm pulling for the Canadian in this case. I'm telling you. So as far as since you're a physical trainer and stuff like that too, does it make it easier for you to get a cardio in or to get your conditioning in? Or is that something like, it's my job, but I have to take time to do it anyway?
That's the whole reason I became a trainer at the gym, is so I could get my training in as well. I want everything I do to be boxing related. So whatever I have, the reason I took this job, whatever free time I have, I can just train.
Do you have a backup plan as far as what you would do for a living?
No.
That's good. All in. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I have no other choice.
Oh, I hear you, man. No, I know a lot of guys. I know a lot of guys that have been very successful at it. I've been covering guys and stuff like that for years, and I've seen a lot of success in it. It doesn't have to necessarily be on a national scale, but you could do it for a living. It's like playing the guitar. You may not play at Wembley Stadium, but you're definitely going to do it for a living.
No, but I will. I want to be. That's the goal, to be one of the best.
Man, I'm looking forward to seeing you, and I'm looking forward to that day where you call me and be like, hey, man, I'm going to fly you out. You were the guy that interviewed me first. You were one of the first guys that interviewed me.
No, the first.
Am I the first?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm interviewing a future Olympian and a future boxing champion. You heard that now here on millions.co. This, I'm going to be, man, that's cool. See, and this is what satisfies me about doing this. This is why we do it Millions, okay? I like to interview people and talk to the ones where I see them when they're here. And then one day I look in the future and they're here and I'm the one that contributed to or helped contribute. I did my part.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to do that one day. And then maybe you'll fly my old ass up there and be like, hey, thank you, man. You made me look good. So, and you can come on anytime you want. You can come on and get interviewed by me anytime you want. Matter of fact, if you want to come on after your fight, you can and tell me how it went. If you lost, you can come on anyway. I don't care if you win or lose. If you want to come on and talk about it, that's your prerogative.
No, I'll pull up.
Okay, cool. So, what's your walkout music?
It's always UK rap.
UK rap. I need to look that up. Hold on.
So
What
like,
is you?
that's a genre of music. Right now, it's probably gonna be like Bad Boys by Stormzy.
Bad Boys by Stonesy?
Stormzy.
Hold on. Let me look that up real quick. I got all this equipment. Bad Boys. Okay. Let me look that up real quick because this is gonna be fun. How do you spell those names? Stonies?
Storm, like STORM
S
ZY.
T R O
So
N.
Storm, like
Oh, Storm.
STORM.
Oh,
Yeah.
Storm.
Stormzy, yeah.
Stormzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I wonder if you're able to hear this through my. I'm gonna do a little test with you real quick. I'm gonna see. Can you hear through this?
No.
No, not yet. Not yet. I'm getting through commercials. I'm only. Can you hear this now? Now.
No. You're cutting out, I can't hear you now.
Okay, I'm listening to it now. Okay, that's tight. I like that.
Sick song.
Okay, so when I think of London rap, I think of 21 Savage.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's all I think about is 21 Savage. But hey, whatever, man. That's cool. So anyway, so back to the fighting. I like to ask guys what their walkout music is because I think the most bizarre one I've ever seen was when Jeff Munson about 18 years ago he fought Tim Sylvia, and he came out to Imagine by John Lennon. I was like, what the heck is
Whatever
this?
gets you in your zone.
No, I couldn't get in my zone with that one. You could catch me listening to Bruno Mars before you catch me listening to John Lennon while I'm walking out to the ring.
Bruno Mars is a vibe though.
Do what?
He's a vibe though, innit?
That's true. He's the James Brown of this generation. So I like Bruno Mars. And then I could listen to, I don't know, anything but John Lennon's Imagine. That's the worst song ever to walk out, and Jeff Munson did it. Israel Sonia. Do what?
Did he win?
No, he didn't. He lost.
Fair enough.
The only reason why he lost though was he's 5'9" and his opponent was 6'10". So.
Oh goddamn.
Yeah. Now hey, look it up. Jeff Munson versus Tim Sylvia. It was a clown fight. It was like a midget fighting a full grown man. Even though Jeff Munson wasn't a midget, but
yeah, 5'9", 6'10" is crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, little person, height challenged human being, all that. So, what do you plan on? So, I forget what I was going to ask you about your fight. So, do you know where are you on the middle? Are you middle, beginning?
I think I'm the main event.
You think of the main event?
Yeah.
Well, heck, with 14, what'd you say? 14 wins or 11 wins?
11 wins, 4 losses.
Well, you damn well should. If you're doing an amateur fight, you better be in the main event.
Yeah.
Unless you just suck to be around.
No, I think I'm pretty cool to be around.
That's cool because, and the reason why I said that is that I was listening to another Millions podcast the other day, and he made a good point, about personality and stuff like that. You don't have to be a clown, but you got to at least have people kind of like you.
No, I'm pretty funny, I'd say.
Okay, cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. If you know your boxing history, you know who Larry Holmes is, right?
Yeah, Larry Holmes.
Larry Holmes was the heavyweight champion, but Don King was frustrated with him because he didn't have a personality. And this is the heavyweight champion of the world. This is the guy who was Ali's last opponent. He was the guy, the best in the world at the time. And, the thing about it is that he had no personality, so they couldn't promote the fight. So, and they didn't want to put him in the main event. The only reason why they did was because he was the heavyweight champion.
Yeah, they had no choice.
So that's why. So if you have 11 fights or 15 fights and 11 of them are by victories, you better be in the main event of an amateur event. I'm looking forward to it, man. So before I let you go, I'm gonna first off. Do you want to give any shout outs or any sponsors?
Shout out to my little sister. Shout out to my little brother. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my whole family.
Fantastic. Any sponsors yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay, cool.
Also, shout out to Coach.
All right, Coach. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, now tell me once again. Tell us how we can where we can watch the fight and when is it?
It's Diamond Capital Promotion, Ottawa Fight Fest, July 19th, and you can watch it on Millions pay-per-view.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's do this again one day.
Yes, sir.
And if nothing else, I will see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hank Russell. You've been watching the Hank Russell Invitation. Man, what a pleasure it has been to talk to this guy, a future Olympian and world champion.
Inshallah. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Until next time, y'all have a pleasant evening.
Thank you.